Welcome back to the programme. Now, when you go to the cinema, a film about toilets may not be top of the list, but sanitation is the subject of a new Bollywood movie out next month. It's a big issue in India, where around 500 million people don't have access to adequate facilities. Well, the film stars a Bollywood A-lister and is set against the backdrop of Narendra Modi's initiative to provide every household with a toilet by 2019. Well, BBC Asian Network's Shabnam Mahmood has more.
Song, dance and plenty of laughs. But this Indian movie also uncovers the taboo subject of open defecation.
It's very relevant and people will understand what in this film we are trying to say in a very commercial manner.
I personally feel it's probably the toughest scene I've ever done. I just couldn't get myself to pick my sari and squat. I felt violated, I felt humiliated. It was very, very, very disturbing.
Around 546 million people in India don't have access to a functioning toilet. Many women tend to venture out at night to avoid being seen, which puts them at risk of attack, even rape.
For men, they can go anywhere. It really isn't a threat to their security or their health. But for women, you can be pregnant, you can be on your period. There are so many aspects. What do? You don't have access. You can't go free yourself or relieve yourself for 14 hours. And in those 14 hours, you're working, you're cleaning your house, you're taking care of your children, you're working your fields. There's a lot that they do.
The inspiration for the film comes from Prime Minister Modi's Clean India campaign of 2014, in which he promised sanitation for millions of households. He's given his backing to the movie.
When he became the Prime Minister, the first thing he started was he started talking to people about Swachh Bharat, and that is Clean India. So for him this subject is very close. He knew about it and he was very happy about it.
Why do we need a Bollywood movie?
No, it's not needing a Bollywood movie. It takes time, but surely it will change a lot. So this is just a small little contribution for Keep India Clean.
But it's not just about providing the infrastructure. The challenge is to change the mindsets of people.
If we pray in the house, we cook in the house, we feed, we eat, blah, 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 how can we have a bathroom? How can we do our business in the same area? So it's a very big mindset issue.
Meanwhile, Toilet Prem Katha hopes to get its message across Bollywood style. Shabnam Mahmood, BBC News.
Well, Dr. Bindeshwar Pathak is the founder of the Subla Sanitation, a charity that has built more than 1 million toilets in India. He joins me from our Delhi studios. Welcome here to the programme. We were listening there to the actors' films on the subject, a Prime Minister talking openly about the subject. How much is the mindset changing there in India on this issue?
Hello.
Can you hear me okay? How much is the mindset changing in India on this issue?
Now it is changing when the Prime Minister of India spoke from this Red Fort on 15th of August 2014. No Prime Minister before him talked about sanitation or toilets from the Red Fort. So after his intervention and his initiative, now the mindset in India is changing, and now people want to have toilets inside the house. I think it's changing.
Why do so many millions of Indians live without toilets?
Actually, it has a cultural practices, and if you see the Puranic period in India, Indians were suggested not to defecate near human habitation, and they were suggested to go at a distance to dig a small pit, put some grass and leaves, and then defecate, and it is over, again put some grass and leaves. So from 5,000 years, Indians were suggested not to defecate near human habitation. So what you will find, before the British came to India in 18th century and introduced the sewer system in 1870, before that no building had toilet architecturally.
So
that was the reason.
It's cemented in India's history, in its culture. Tell me more about why you got involved, because I was reading a fascinating account of you as a child touching an untouchable. Tell me more about that.
Yes, actually, while I was a child, the lady used to come to my house, and when she used to return, my grandmother used to sprinkle water till the land belonged to us. So I was curious as a child, why for her only many people come to my house and grandma does not do like this. So people used to say she was untouchable, and when she used to walk on the land, it got polluted. So I used to touch her and just to see was there a change in the body. Nothing used to happen. One day she saw me touching and she made a huge cry in the family. I was forced to swallow the cow dung, to drink cow urine, and she put a lot of Ganges water to purify me in the harsh winter of January. So that was the incident happened with me while I was a child.
And just briefly and finally, since then, you've built more than 1 million toilets across the country. When you talk to people, how do you try to persuade them? What do you say to them?
Actually, what happened, the Gandhi himself said, till the untouchables clean night soil, nobody will have food with them. And no house had a toilet, no school had a toilet. In public places, no public toilets. So my contribution is that I invented a technology named Sulabh Flush Toilet, and that is the technology is a winner. Had not I invented technology, even today it was not possible to end the practice of manual cleaning by untouchables or stop defecation in the open, which the Prime Minister of India has taken to end by 2019.
Yes, and that's the ambition, isn't it, to have it in every home by 2019. Thank you so much, Doctor, for joining us on today's Global Programme. Thanks for your time.
Oh, thank you.